Once upon a time in the grand kingdom of Vidyagar, an old yet formidable king Rudranath sat upon his golden throne. His reign had lasted for decades, and though age had begun to slow his steps, his grip on power remained firm. He believed that only he possessed the wisdom to rule. His son, Prince Arjun, burned with impatience, longing for power. His daughter, Princess Sanvi, yearned for freedom, feeling trapped within the confines of the palace. The court was filled with nobles, warriors, and scholars, but on this particular night of the Grand Spring Festival, all eyes were fixed upon a single figure, Amara, the dancer. The palace resonated with the melody of flutes and drums as Amara took center stage. Her every movement was a whisper of grace, her presence like flowing water, free, boundless, mesmerizing. Hours passed, and the musician playing the tabla, weary from the relentless rhythm, began to doze off. Noticing this, Amara could have clapped her hands to wake him. Instead, she simply recited a verse in a voice as soothing as the morning breeze. The night is fading. Only a little time remains. Awaken, dear traveler, before the road ends in vain. The musician startled awake, his fingers finding the rhythm once more. But something unexpected happened. The words hung in the air like an ancient truth long forgotten, wrapping themselves around the hearts of those who listened. The prince sat motionless, his breath caught in his throat. The princess's eyes glistened with unshed tears. The royal guru lowered his gaze in deep thought. Even the king, who had witnessed countless performances in his lifetime, felt an unease he could not name. Suddenly, Prince Arjun stood. In a move that stunned the entire court, he removed his royal crown and placed it at Amara's feet. "This crown once felt like my destiny," he said, his voice steady yet shaken. "But today I see how foolish I have been. You deserve it more than I." A gasp rippled through the court. Before anyone could react, Princess Sanvi stepped forward. She removed her golden bangles and pearl necklace, letting them slip from her hands onto the dancer's feet. "I've spent my life feeling caged, blind to my own blessings," she whispered. "Tonight, you have opened my eyes. This is my offering to you." Then the royal guru rose. With deep reverence, he placed the entire bag of gold coins before Amara. "Wisdom does not always come from scholars. Tonight, it came from a dancer," he said. "You have given me more than I could ever give you." King Rudranath, who had watched everything in stunned silence, suddenly rose in anger. "This is madness," he thundered. "A simple verse has made you all throw away your wealth, your status, your honor. Have you lost your senses?" The guru stepped forward, meeting the king's fiery gaze with calm resolve. "Your Majesty," he said, "I have spent my life in meditation, seeking enlightenment in the forests, teaching wisdom to others. Yet tonight I sat in a court, ready to distribute gold in amusement. This dancer's words reminded me, time is slipping away. Should I waste the final years of my life in luxury? I must return to the path I once walked before it's too late. That is why I gave away the gold." Prince Arjun then spoke, his voice shaking with emotion. "Father, I must confess something. I had grown tired of waiting for the throne. Tonight I had planned to have you poisoned and seize the crown for myself. But this dancer's words, they made me realize, why should I stain my hands with my own father's blood? You would have given me the kingdom in time. Why should I destroy my own soul with greed? That is why I gave away my crown." A horrified silence fell over the court. The king's face paled as he looked into his son's eyes. Then, Princess Sanvi spoke, her voice trembling. "Father, I had planned to run away tonight with the royal falconer. I felt trapped, unheard, unloved. But when I heard those words, I understood. Why should I let one night's impulse decide my whole life? You would have found me a suitable match in time. Why should I shatter my honor and my family's trust? That is why I gave away my jewelry." The king staggered back. The truth of their words hit him like a sword to the heart. His legs trembled, and for the first time in decades he felt weak. Not from age, but from realization. Slowly he stepped forward and placed a hand on his son's shoulder. "You were ready to kill me for the throne," he said. "Then take it now, without bloodshed." He turned to his daughter. "Choose a noble suitor from this court. Let your marriage be a symbol of wisdom, not rebellion." Then with deep resolve, he spoke his final words as a ruler. "As for me, I will leave the palace tonight. I have ruled long enough. It is time I seek something greater than power, peace." As the court erupted in shock and admiration, Amara, the dancer who had changed the course of an entire kingdom, stood silently. She looked down at the crown, the gold, the jewelry at her feet. "All my life, I have danced for the pleasure of others," she thought. "If one simple verse could awaken so many souls, why can I not change my own?" With a deep breath, she stepped forward and bowed before the king. "Your Majesty," she said, "if the night is fading, then it is fading for me too. I will no longer dance for applause. From today onward, I will walk the path of wisdom." And with that, Amara too left behind her old life, stepping into a new dawn of self-discovery. True wisdom is not limited to one place or one person. Sometimes a single thought can change an entire life. Those who lack patience often make mistakes. Time is the most valuable asset. Once lost, it never returns. Power and authority are meaningless without the right purpose. Sometimes, one moment, one realization, or one decision can transform everything. Success is not just about winning, it's about making the right choices. True freedom comes from understanding oneself, not from running away. Honor comes from the decisions we make, and what we have today is not guaranteed forever. Wealth, status, and power are temporary, but the wisdom we gain stays with us for life. Your past does not define you. Every moment is a new opportunity to choose the right path.